Hey guys, it's Cocoyogi and welcome back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing something super special in preparation for Valentine's Day, which is learning how to make a Valentine's Day flower bouquet together to give to somebody special in your life. This one for me is going to be for one of my best friends, and I've already made one for my mom and sister and whatnot, so let's make this one super special. I went out to the flower shop, got some roses, some filler flowers, and some other things, some ribbons, some tissue paper. I think we can make this really beautiful, so let's get started. So in my opinion, it is so much more special to get a gift that is handmade or hand-selected by somebody you love. And flowers are no different. I've picked wild flowers for friends and family. I've had handmade bouquets given to me, and they're always so special. So I'm going to take you through what I've got here for us to assemble our bouquet. First, I've got two filler flowers, which I don't know the name of these green ones, but these ones are called forget-me-nots, which I think is really cute, and they always look really, really beautiful. These are roses, of course. The roses were pretty expensive, not gonna lie. I don't know what these are called. I think they might be hyacinths, and then some white, like daisy-looking flowers, which again, I don't know what these are called either. I'm not a flower expert, but we've got our most important thing, which is the roses. I've got 8, and I'm gonna give you a little price breakdown for what these flowers were. So the fillers were $150 a stem. These were $250 a stem. The roses were $7.50 each. These were $4 each, and these were $5 each. Your handmade bouquet, it will be less expensive than getting one custom made, but it's still gonna be the cost of your nice flowers. So our step 1 is gonna be cutting our stems down to size. I'm gonna start with the roses. When you're making one of these bouquets, you wanna start with your most prominent special flowers and then put the fillers in around them to position them nicely. Let's start with this height for our roses. Cool, we've got one stem cut. And we're gonna make them all like pretty similar sizes, but not completely the same. I want some variation in how tall my roses are. I'm gonna get the rest of them at once. All right, so our roses are cut. I might need to do some final adjustments, but I'm gonna put them in here. Yeah, we're probably gonna need to make them just a little bit shorter. Got a variety of lengths. We're gonna check them out one more time. We're getting there. We got a couple that are still too long. All right, we might be in business now. Let's check it out. That's looking good, but I think this one is still too long. All right, I like this. I might reduce these tall ones even still, but we're gonna see what it looks like once we start getting some fillers in there. We're gonna start with our green leaves. These are nice and pretty, and they're gonna make it look really like full in there. So I'm gonna cut them right here. So when you're making a flower bouquet, it's nice to stick with a color scheme. You can pick like one central color plus white, and I think that that's really nice to do for Valentine's Day. If you're making a more general bouquet, you can pick like 2 or 3 colors. So this is starting to come together. My greens are looking really nice in there. Make sure when you get water set up for your flowers, you don't use like too hot or icy cold water. You want it to be like a normal temperature. Now, I said they were called forget-me-nots, but they might be called baby's breath. I think they're called baby's breath. I'm second guessing myself. I'm not a flower expert, I just love them. I'm usually the recipient, I will say. Yeah, that sounded right. I'm gonna say this is baby's breath. Baby's breath, roses. Did I say hyacinth or hydrangea? Again, I'm not a florist, but I did go to one before this, and it was really, really fun, like picking out all the flowers. I got a little bit of choice paralysis, which would totally happen to anybody who goes into a place where you can buy like loose flowers. The reason why it's so important to either get a prearranged bouquet in a vase or make one yourself in a vase is this fact that I heard one time, which is that if you give a woman a bunch of flowers, not in a vase, you are also giving her a job to do. So it's very important that when you give your woman or your mom or your sister or your crush flowers, that you give them in their like final state, ready to be appreciated, ready to be looked at and loved every day, so that you don't give her an extra job to do like I'm doing right now. I'm having fun, but as a gift, make it like totally ready. All right, how are we looking? This is getting really pretty. I'm gonna leave these baby breaths out until I put the next flowers in there. I'm really excited about these ones, and I have 4 of them, whereas for these ones I only have 2. So I'm gonna put these ones in first, and I may not use all of them, but we'll see. So as you can tell, I went with white and red for my choice of colors, and I think that that's nice and romantic and classy for Valentine's Day. Those white ones are starting to look really good too. Every time I make a bouquet, I'm like, dang, I should have bought like double the supplies and made one for myself too, because it's so pretty. Now make sure that your tallest flowers stay in the center. And I'm gonna keep one of these nice and tall, follow my own advice. This might be a little too tall still. All right, so this is getting to be really pretty. I am gonna have to adjust the lengths, and what I haven't told you guys yet is that I have some like other trinkets to add once we're all done, which I think these are really thoughtful touches. And then I've got some glittery and some heart ribbon for the finale as well. Let's get our big guys in here. These are meant to be left tall, so I'm gonna leave them tall. Almost that tall. We're gonna take like 1 inch off of these. There we go. Perfect. That looks good. Now I may seem like an expert, and I do know some things about what girls like when they get flowers, but other than that, I'm winging it. So use your own creative ideation here when you go out and pick your flowers and when you put them together. That's what makes it really special. Okay, so look at this. This is really beautiful, and I've left some of these out so that I can do my like final touches and my filling at the end. And that was a good idea because I have some spare space right here. Make sure some roses peek through on every side. All right, look at how good this looks. So this is looking so nice. We've got our 8 roses. I didn't do a dozen because, well, this isn't for my love interest, so I didn't want to spend over $150. So I've got 8 roses, which is awesome. I've got 4 of these beautiful white flowers, baby's breath, these beauties here, these tall beauties that are gonna bloom. You see these blossoms up top, they're gonna look amazing. Now let's put in these little trinkets wherever we think they might look nice. Now let me clean off my table and we're gonna get to the finishing touches on this bouquet. So I've got our finished bouquet, and the one final step is whatever personal touches you can add. So I've got some glittery ribbon that matches these little accoutrements here. So I'm gonna do my best to tie a bow around the vase and make it look really nice. All right, time to cut up the excess. I honestly think that one's almost good. What do we think? I love it. Super beautiful. Maybe not the tidiest bow ever, but I think the bouquet is so beautiful. All right, you guys, here we go. This is our finished product. I love this bouquet. It's so beautiful. I'm so proud of all the little pieces I chose, and just remember that when you give somebody a gift that's handmade or selected, it feels so much like it's from the heart, and you can really like understand the thought and the time that went into such a sweet gift. I recommend making somebody something, a flower basket, cookies, whatever, on Valentine's Day or on any special holiday. Handmade gifts are so lovely to receive. Again, you guys, my name is Cocoyogi. That's my handle on all socials. Make sure you follow my main OnlyFans, and happy Valentine's Day. Thanks again for watching, and I'll see you next time.